If you're running a dental practice, you already know marketing is absolutely essential. But what if the way you're spending your marketing dollars is actually holding you back? Today, we're going to break down a huge choice every single practice owner has to make.
Are you just renting your patients? And to get what that means, we need to look at a super common cycle. It means you're stuck on what you could call the marketing treadmill. You pour a bunch of money into ads, and hey, it works. New patients start walking through the door. But the second you turn off that ad spend, the flow of new patients just completely dries up. It's this constant, exhausting, and really expensive loop to be trapped in. Are you in the business of just renting patients? Or are you in the business of owning your practice's future?
This really lays out the two paths you can take. On one side, you've got renting patients. It's temporary, it's transactional, it completely depends on you constantly paying. But on the other side, there's owning your digital foundation. Now that is all about building a permanent, growing asset for your practice.
Running a typical pay-per-patient campaign, say for something like Invisalign, is the classic example of renting. Think of it like this. It's the difference between paying for a hotel room every single night versus actually building your own house.
The focus is 100% on short-term wins. Potential patients just see you as another clinic running a special, not necessarily as the most trusted, authoritative choice in their area. So what's the alternative? Build a permanent, valuable asset for your practice. The Aimlake formula isn't just one tactic. It's a whole strategy. It combines what's called online presence management, or OPM, with digital marketing, that's DM, and consistent high-quality photo and video, or PV. The goal isn't just to get one new patient. The goal is to build a self-sustaining growth engine. And it all stands on these three main pillars. Online presence management. This is your foundation, your Google business profile, all those patient reviews. Second, digital marketing. This is your website, your SEO, and yep, even paid ads, but used in a much smarter, strategic way. And third, photo and video. This is about creating consistent, top-notch content that actually builds your brand and tells your unique story. Now, the reason this whole approach is argued to win in the long run is because the results compound over time. Your great SEO ranking, your 5-star reviews, your awesome video content, all of that keeps working for you day and night, even when you're not actively spending on ads. This is what builds real trust and kicks off this self-sustaining cycle. A strong online presence gets you more visibility, which brings in more patients, who then leave more great reviews, making your presence even stronger. See how that works? This all sounds great in theory, but what about the cost? What does it actually look like on paper? Let's look at the numbers and see how this all plays out over a year. Let's start with the renting model. A pretty typical pay-per-patient campaign, running at about $2,000 a month, adds up to a yearly cost of $24,000. Okay, just keep that number in your head. Now compare that over a full year, that comes out to $18,000. So right off the bat, you're already looking at some pretty significant savings. But honestly, the cost is only half the story. This is where you see the real difference. This side-by-side comparison tells a much deeper story. Key difference really shows up over time. Patient numbers might look similar in year 1, but by year 2 and beyond, that compounding organic growth from the owning model is projected to just pull way ahead. The most important line here, it's that last one, equity and presence. Here's the bottom line after just 12 months. With that pay-per-patient model, the equity you've built in your brand is zero. The moment you stop paying, it's all gone. With the owning approach, you've spent that same year building a permanent growing asset, a stellar online reputation, better search rankings, a library of content, all stuff that will keep attracting patients for years to come. When you think about your marketing from now on, you really need to be thinking about it as building your practice's digital asset. At the end of the day, this isn't really a conversation about marketing tactics like SEO versus Facebook ads. It's a fundamental business decision. Are you making a temporary expense that just disappears every month, or are you making a permanent investment in the long-term, sustainable future of your practice?
I want you to take a hard, honest look at where your marketing dollars are going. Is your marketing building a valuable permanent asset for your practice? Or is it really just paying the rent for another month?